some college football to go over. Slow card, but we'll definitely dive into some games over there. Then we got the Braves, the first team to clinch a divisional spot.
Yep.
So
you can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think it's better now. I
go.
fixed it.
Okay. You fixed it? All right. Let's hope so.
I think so.
So let's dive right into the Thursday night game. The Eagles favored by 6.5 at home, taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Last time these two teams matched up, it was a blowout from start to finish. Kirk Cousins was terrible. So total set at 48.5. Tim, what's a bet that you like for this one?
I really like Devonta Smith's over 66.5 receiving yards. It's actually one of my best bets for this week. I hate this Minnesota defense. We saw in week 1 that they're really just not. Yeah, they're not efficient. They're just not good. I think Devonta Smith's going to get open. They're going to use the long ball. I really like him over at 66.5.
All right, I have 3 bets for this game. My first one is the first quarter spread for the Eagles at -1.5. The Eagles put up 16 points in the first quarter against the Patriots. If they don't get out to a less than 1 point, if they're at least losing or get out to a 1-point lead against primetime Kirk Cousins, they should be disgusted with themselves. Next, I have the Eagles team total over of 27.5. This was at 27.5. Again, I don't trust this Vikings defense whatsoever. They're taking on they had Baker Mayfield put up 20 points against them on Sunday, and if they should be ashamed with themselves as well. So that's how I feel about that. And my next one, I have a prop. It is going to be Kirk Cousins over 38.5 passing attempts. The Eagles are one of the best run stuff defenses in football. I know they have a couple guys out, although that's in the secondary. James Bradbury's out. I have a feeling that, Kirk's going to be throwing a lot, looking at guys like Jordan Addison, KJ Osborne that have weaker cornerbacks on him. So, yeah, that's what I'm rolling with. That's what I'm rolling for Thursday night. I do think the Eagles win this game, by the way. I think that...
so do I. I don't even think it's close. Yes. I think it's a wash, cut and dry. I would go with the spread if I was going to bet on this. Yeah. I just think this Minnesota team they are not what they were last year.
Yeah, not at all. Okay, so let's get it started. Week 2 feels like fast backtracking, not backtracking, but you know what I mean. Quick.
Yeah.
What's the word? You know what I mean. I can't find words. Okay, so to recap the contest. Yes, thank you. That's a good one. To recap the contest, we have my record is at 2-1. Tim, you are at 1-2.
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken.
1-2.
1-2. So let's get it started. 3 best bets. We're gonna go through every game, and if we have a best bet for that game, screenshot, let it all out. So here we go. First best bet. Not first best bet. First game. Sorry. Chiefs at Jaguars. Chiefs favored by 3.5. Total is set at 51.5. Tim, what do you like?
I just like this game. I think this is going to be a shootout between two really good offenses and really good quarterbacks. It's going to be one of the best games of the week. I like that Chris Jones is coming back. I'm hearing Travis Kelce's feeling better. He's probably coming back. This is a healthy Chiefs team. I know as good as the Jaguars are, I don't think they pull this one out. I like the Chiefs here. I don't know how by how much, but I do think the Chiefs are going to take this one home.
I also think the Chiefs are going to win this game. I'm not going to touch this game betting-wise. I probably will, right before Sunday, but for
over and passing yards or something. I don't even think I'm touching the game.
I'm not going to touch it. I do think the Chiefs win this game, but just like a nice little stat that I noticed, Doug Peterson, I think, is undefeated against the spread at home since becoming Jaguars head coach, something like that, something very crazy like that. So yeah, I'd be very interesting to see how this game goes. I have a feeling that Trevor Lawrence is going to have a career game. I feel like it's going to be a game that people are going to be talking about
kind of
for
game.
A while.
Something they go back to, like people a legacy type thing.
Yes, exactly. Let me just pull up my trend thing because now it has disappeared because we all know I'm a big trend guy, guys. Come on. Yes, here we go. Next game, we got the Raiders at the Bills. Right now, the Bills are favored by 8.5 coming off that loss. Total set at 47. Tim, what do we have?
I think the Bills win this game. I know they struggled last week in this new offensive scheme. I don't know how it's going to play out, but that Jets defense is top of the league. It's top notch. Raiders defense, on the other hand, I'm not saying they're terrible, but they're not where the Jets are at. And I don't love their offense by any means. Anything led by Jimmy G is something I kind of stay away from. So I'm going to take the Bills by, honestly, maybe even to cover that spread. I'm not going to do it for a best bet, but I think they really have a stronghold on this game.
I was debating myself with a best bet because I saw this trend that said that 7 straight meetings between the Raiders and the Bills have gone over. But I just feel like this game is going to be the one that's going to go under. And I'm not going to touch it just with how bad Josh Allen has been. Devontae Adams is questionable with an injury. Jacoby Myers is questionable with a concussion. So Jimmy G could be down 2 weapons. So, I'm not going to touch it either. I do think the Bills win this game. Good, get right spot. Good get right spot for them. Yeah, I got the Bills winning this one. Okay, next up. This one's a big one. Baltimore, Cincinnati. Cincinnati favored by 3 now. It was at 3.5. It went down to 3. Total set at 46. Tim, what do we have?
I wrestled with this one. I have, as you all know, the Ravens winning the division. I didn't really like what I saw from either team on week 1, but I got to stick to my team. I'm going with the Ravens. I think the Ravens win this one by a little bit, maybe a field goal. I think Lamar Jackson's a great game. It's going to be close, but I don't know. This can go either way for me. This is a game I wouldn't touch.
Yeah, I'm not touching this game either. I mean, if I did have a dog in the fight, I would go with the Bengals -3. I feel like this is a classic trap line where, bad week 1 loss, Ravens coming off a very gutsy win. But, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of this game. Although, I mean, I am betting-wise, I'm not a big fan of this game. So, yeah, I'm going to go with, I'm staying put. I do think the Bengals win this one on their home field. Do you know that? Listen to this. This is the first time Joe Burrow has faced off against Lamar Jackson at Paul Brown or Paycor now. Now it used to be called Paul Brown, but on Cincinnati's home field.
This is really the first time.
First time. Lamar has been injured
because they've been,
or Burrow has been injured for insane. Next up, we got the Chargers and the Titans. Chargers road favorites, but it's at even money. Total is set at 45.5. I don't like this game. I don't.
I'm not a fan of this game either. I don't like it either.
I don't like the Titans. I mean, I like the Chargers, but Austin Eckler missed practice for the 2nd consecutive day with an ankle injury. This
Don't
is
remind me.
Kind of, yeah. Oh yeah, you have him in fantasy. This feels like a trap spot. I don't like the total either because either this game is going to be the Chargers dominating or the Titans just playing really ugly football, and it's going to be like a 12-9, 15-12
hard-nosed
game.
Army-style football. They're going to run it down their throats. I have the Titans winning this football game. I think they pull it off. I think it's something that we see nothing really from Tannehill, but this is a Derrick Henry show. I think he gets 150 yards, maybe 200 all-purpose. It's going to be a statement game for him and the Texans. Or, sorry,
Mike Vrabel
Titans. Jesus.
Mike Vrabel as an underdog of 3 or more, 24-9-1 against the spread. Wait, so Tim, was that one of your best bets?
No, God, no. I wouldn't put that in my life. But I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right. Next up, we have the Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. This was at 6. They were dumped down to 5. Now it's at 4.5 in favor of the Lions. So, like I want to touch this game, but like at the same time, I'm just like, no. Some of these 1 o'clock games are not really hitting it for me. I don't know what it is.
No,
I don't know. I'm not going to touch this game.
I think the Lions come out on top. This is a game I'm definitely staying away from because I think this could be a Seattle get right game. Not get well, you know what I mean. Get right, get
Good
back to what they
bounce
were
spot.
last year.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think the Lions do pull it off. I'm in Dan Campbell we trust, but this is not a game I want to bet on by any means.
Yeah, no, I am not a fan. I think I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Give me the Seahawks to win this outright, but it's not going to be one of my best bets. But
I don't hate it.
I don't know.
Hate it.
First home game for Detroit. Place is going to be fucking rocking because they just beat the defending Super Bowl champions. I mean, vibes have never been higher. I don't know. I don't know what I like with this one, but I'm not gonna roll with. I'm not gonna roll with them here. All right, next up, the Colts and the Texans. This game's gonna be disgusting.
Game I don't want to watch.
Two rookie quarterbacks going at it for the first time. Anthony Richardson of the Colts taking on C.J. Stroud of the Texans. The line was the Colts were favored by 1, and then it did a full 180. Now the Texans are favored by 1.5. Total set at 39. This game is just disgusting.
This is not a football game I want to watch by any means.
This is not a game I want to watch, but I think call me crazy.
Colts pull it off.
I think the Colts pull it off. I think the Colts pull this off.
And I don't think, you know what? I think we're disrespecting the Colts in saying that. I think they might, after that week 1 performance, they might be a better team than the Houston Texans. It's going to be an ugly football game like that Falcons-Panthers game last week. I don't think it's going to be pretty by any means, but I think the Colts do pull it off. I really do. I think Anthony Richardson has a little bit of a rushing game, another game that he had last time. He doesn't really take what Trevor Lawrence said to him to heart, and he runs that football down their throat, and they win this football game.
Wow. All right. Okay, I think this one's the most interesting game betting wise of this 1 o'clock slate. The Packers at the Falcons. It was at the Falcons minus 1.5. Then it went to Packers minus 1.5. And then Aaron Jones and Christian Watson did not practice. So then it went back to Falcons minus 1.5. Total is set at 40.5. I think this all comes down to whether or not Aaron Jones and Christian Watson play, because my God, this Falcons' offense is just ugly from the eye test.
Yeah. They can't really even move the ball to their number one weapon. Kyle Pitts doesn't get the ball. I understand Bijan Robinson comes in, fills that role. He's a hell of a back. I don't know how this game ends up, to be honest with you. I really don't. I can see the Packers coming out on top without Watson and without Aaron Jones. I think Jordan Love's that much better of a quarterback than Desmond Ridder. But this football game right here, is this going to be one of my best bets, Dan?
Is it?
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I was humming over it, but I'm not taking this one.
Okay. I'm not taking this one for my best bets either. Final 1 o'clock game on the slate. The Bears and the Bucks. The Bucks favored by 2.5. Total set at 40.5. I don't know.
Neither do I.
I feel like because this Bear. So apparently it's like trouble in paradise already with the Bears, because it's like the McCaskies have like had meetings with Ryan Poles about like, I thought this was supposed to be the year. We were supposed to be good. Then we go on our home field and Green Bay fucking kicks our ass. Our rival for the last 100 years have kicked our ass. So there's that point of view. Then there's the Bucks. They're riding some momentum here. Go into Minnesota. Everyone's doubting you. You beat the Vikings. You put up 20 points on that awful defense, and this offense has its limitations. Baker Mayfield's at quarterback. I just don't trust this game. I just don't trust any of these games on the 1 o'clock slate, if I'm being honest.
No. There's no clear favorite.
I could go with the Bears on a bounce back spot but that number is just like
The Bears look
I
so
don't know.
sloppy that I would even take the Bucs spread. I think the Bucs win this game with ease. I don't think they get any problem from the Bears, to be honest with you. And I don't think this Bucs defense is
Okay.
really good, is that outstanding. But this Bears team looks sloppy, and Baker Mayfield always somehow finds a way to get some games done. So I think this is one of them, and I think the Bucs come out on top.
All right. Okay. Next up, sound the alarm. Sound the alarm. Finally, we have a best bet. Giants Cardinals. Giants 4.5-point favorites. Total set at 39. Best bet. Giants -4.5. Great bounce back spot here for the Giants. The Giants were 6-0 against the spread after a loss with Brian Daboll as head coach last year. I think this is a great spot for them. I know that this number is low because there's so many limitations. Are you taking them too?
I'm taking them too. That is also my best bet.
Okay. All right.
One of my three. I'm riding on them.
All right. So I'm taking the Giants 4.5. The only reason why the number is so low is because there's some injury issues. Darren Waller has a hamstring issue that he said that he'll play through. Andrew Thomas also has a hamstring issue. Azeez Ojulari, the same. I feel like the hamstrings are just not great right now. I feel like everyone's got a hamstring issue. Yeah, they're shooting out. But yeah, this Cardinals team is terrible. The Cardinals are going to play them tough. We saw that in Washington. But I like the Giants. Just that undefeated against the spread after a loss number really, in the regular season, really set me over. All right. Niners, Rams. San Francisco favored by a touchdown and an extra point. Total set at 45. Tim, what do you got?
I think I'm going to go with the under here. It's not one of my best bets.
Okay.
I think the Niners are going to win this football game. I like the under. I love the Niners under. I ride that consistently. I don't really see too much happening here. I know the Rams played a great game week 1. I don't really see them coming out, gunslinging like they were. I think it's more short tempo. They get cut off without Cooper Kupp. It's a low scoring affair, but the Niners come out on top.
Is Puka Nacua a one-hit wonder?
I need to see a little bit more. I can't, from a guy that I didn't really know anything about. I can't.
For a guy
I need
that I didn't know that existed last week.
I need like 2 more weeks to process what happened.
Yeah. I don't really know what to think of this one because, yeah, this is a stay away from me too. I'm not too sure of it. I mean, like the first half spreads at 3.5. Maybe you could lean towards San Francisco.
I just don't see the point.
Yeah, I don't see the point either. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. All right. Next up, the Washington Commanders head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Broncos favored by 3.5, total set at 39.5. Tim, you have the floor.
Now, if I had 4 best bets, I would sneak this in, but I don't, so I'm not gonna use it. But I like that Broncos spread. I think the Broncos have, they got Sean Payton, first game head coaching last week, a little bit of a struggle. I don't see them really having a problem this week. I think they bounce back. I think Russell Wilson bounces back a little bit more, gets a little bit more comfortable. I think they air the football out a decent amount. I would really like this spread. I really think they're going to cover it. I think they're getting shortchanged here, and I think this is an easy Broncos dub.
Okay. I think the Broncos are going to win this one too. I just don't like the Commanders as a team in general. They're just 1-0 because they beat the other team that's worse than them, the Arizona Cardinals.
Yep.
I think we're going to be having discussions about Russell Wilson. Is he back? Is he whatever? But I really like the Broncos -3.5 here. I'm not going to make it a best bet because I just don't trust the Broncos, but I think the Broncos hang on and win this game. All right, next up, Tim. Zach Wilson and his New York Jets head over to AT&T Stadium to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys are favored by 9.5. Total is set at 38.5. Tim, are we sounding the alarm?
We are sounding the alarm. What kind of disrespectful spread this is to a team that's going to go out and win this football game? 9.5 points? Are you serious? 9.5? Jets cover plus 9.5, easy. Light out. They win this football game. I think they go out. Zach Wilson manages the game. Doesn't have to do anything crazy. That Jet up front on defense gets a lot of pressure to Dak, shoves up Tony Pollard. I think that Jets O-line holds up decent. They can run the football, and they mix in a little bit of passing, a little short game. Let the kid sling the ball. He's got a good arm. We drafted him for a reason. I like the feeling right now. I love this energy. I love this tempo. And 9.5 is disrespectful to a team that just went out and beat the Bills. So give me Jets plus 9.5.
Tim. I'm sounding the fucking alarm too, but not for the Jet spread. Not for the Jet
Son
spread.
Of a bitch.
I'm going with the under. I'm going with the under of 38.5. I didn't want to touch the spread because you never know with the Cowboys. You're really getting a toss-up either way. Zach Wilson's last 7 starts have gone under the total. I'm just just because I'm taking the under does not mean that I think that Zach Wilson is going to play bad. I just think that this Jets defense is going to limit the Cowboys offense, and the Cowboys defense could limit the Jet offense because of who's at quarterback. Does not mean I think the Jets will lose this game, but I'm going with the under 38.5.
All right. Hey, I'm jetting up right now. I'm feeling it.
We're jetting up. All right. Next up, Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football on NBC. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. The Dolphins at New England. Dolphins favored by 3. Total set at 46.5. Tim, what do you have?
Anytime Miami plays New England, it's always a hard game. Everyone knows this. Belichick's got the answer for everyone, especially division-wise. So to be honest with you, I am at a very weird spot. I have a weird gut feeling that the Patriots will somehow get this done and take care of the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to take the Patriots on this whim feeling. I won't be shocked if they lose, but give me the Pats to win.
I'm sounding the alarm. Give me the Dolphins -3.
All right, you know what? Take it.
I'm taking the Dolphins -3. The Dolphins have covered in 5 straight games against the Patriots. Tua is 4-0 outright and against the spread against New England. Just from seeing him in the press conferences, I just think that there's a new attitude with Tua Tagovailoa here. I am such a big believer in Tua right now. I think the vibes are immaculate in Miami. Tyreek Hill's going to go off. Jalen Waddle's going to have himself a day, even though I'm going up against him in fantasy. But nonetheless, give me the Dolphins -3. It's going to be a fun one.
I can't hate it.
All right. So the doubleheader of Monday Night Football. So one of these two is going to be Tim's third best bet here.
Oh no, my third best bet was actually it was the Devonta Smith over receiving yards 66.5 was my third best bet. I apologize if I didn't say that earlier.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, I asked you if it was a best bet, and you said
changed
no,
it, and then I changed it.
Mind. You changed your mind. Okay, so all right. So we all have 3 of our best bets. So the Monday Night doubleheader, 2 divisional games, Saints, Panthers being one of them. Saints laying the 3 on the road. They're 3-point favorites. So total is set at a solid 40 points. Tim, what do we think? Because this is very interesting. This is interesting.
I don't really know. I don't even know which way you're leaning. What do you think?
If it was a 3.5, I would take the Panthers. But if it's at 3, I'm gonna probably lay the Saints. I don't want to go anywhere near that total because the offense was just invisible. Both offenses were kind of just invisible. It's the Saints against Tennessee, the Panthers against Atlanta. I really don't know where this is gonna go. I could go with the under, maybe.
That's where I'm gonna lean. I'm gonna say the under. I think the under's the best bet here because I don't like anything about this game.
Yeah, this game's disgusting. All right, last but not least, Browns-Steelers. Browns coming off a big win against the Bengals. Steelers coming off of an embarrassing home loss against the Niners. Cleveland favored by 2.5. Total set at 38.5. Nothing's official for what I pick here. But I'm just going to say it right now. For some reason, I have no idea why, I like the Steelers in this spot. And I have no idea. I have no, stats to back it up. I have no trend to back it up. My only way I can back it up is it's prime time. They're coming off a bad loss. They're going to be playing angry. I don't know. But I can, at the same time, I can see Cleveland going in there and taking care of business with that defense and very high-powered offense. That's all. That's my 2 cents.
I think Kenny Pickett takes a beating here. I think the Browns get to him quickly, get to him early, get to him often. I just don't think he doesn't have the intelligence yet to get rid of the ball quickly. He struggled in week 1. That was embarrassing. They go against another elite defense. I don't see why the same thing won't happen. I'm clearly taking the Browns here. I don't like anything about the Steelers. I think the locker morale is low. I think you got an upset George Pickens. You see him on the sideline. What are we even doing here? I think this team really needs to take a step back, reevaluate where they're at, and I think this game is really going to put them in that spot because I think the Browns show out and they get to them early and often.
Okay. So to recap our best bets, we have the Giants minus 4.5 for both of us. The Jets Cowboys under 38.5. For me at least.
Yeah.
Jets. Tim has
Jets plus
9.5. And then I have Dolphins minus 3. Sorry, I completely blanked. And Tim has Devontae Smith over 66.5 receiving yards. So we will have that graphic up. It's going to be a win or a loss for Tim either way when that graphic goes up. So, yeah. That's week 2. Went through that pretty quick. Well, probably because because we didn't have much going for the 1 o'clock games.
Not much going on. Yeah, and there's also really not much else going on.
I know. College football, on the other hand.
Little bit of Colorado State, Colorado beef. Colorado State head coach calling out Deion Sanders. I don't think he likes that.
His mouth shut.
Yeah, this is going to be a very embarrassing football game.
He should have kept his mouth shut, and here's why. They have 2 big games. Colorado has 2 big games within the next 2 weeks. They're playing Oregon and they're playing USC. I don't think they were really thinking much about Colorado State. So him saying that just
trying to get his name in the pot
over USC and Oregon. I don't know. I feel like he was kind of talking down about Deion, and he was just I take off my sunglasses when I talk. The fact that he said grown-ups kind of made him sound like he was talking about a 5-year-old.
Yeah, he's referring to him as a child, and it's just I don't think Deion's going to take that very lightly, and I think this is
No, he's not.
Yeah. Well, the Mets are up 11-1 on the Diamondbacks.
The Mets are playing.
They're up 11-1. That's crazy. Yankees, crazy enough, the Yankees have a fair enough shot to get in the playoffs if they keep winning.
Don't. They lost the first leg of another doubleheader today. So, embrace the 10.
Oh, no.
Jason Dominguez officially needs Tommy John surgery. So,
that's great. Braves clinch.
And we'll get to... Yes, we'll get to baseball. Just want to go over some college football. Not the most entertaining hard. I mean, not at all. Rico Bosco said it best. If you pick a week to go apple picking and you don't want to miss football, this is the week. This is the Saturday to go apple picking. You're not going to miss much. You're not going to miss much from this game. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, next week's going to be loaded, and I cannot wait for that. Some bets that I do like. Call me Duke minus 18.5 against Northwestern. I think this Northwestern team is defeated. We saw how horrible they did on the road against Rutgers. Next
It's
up,
Ruckus, baby. It's Ruckus
lay...
football. It's all about Ruckus football.
Your family, your religion, and Rutgers football.
We got to get that tattooed.
No, I'm not getting Rutgers tattooed on my body.
Get a big R on your back.
I do like Florida plus 6.5 against Tennessee. Tennessee hasn't beaten Florida in like ages, which is kind of surprising to say. And Joe Milton does not look good. They barely could even score points against Austin Peay. No doubt the points have gone up for Colorado and Colorado State only because that coach said some shit. Other than that, like not a good board. Maybe Kansas State, Missouri should be a good one. I mean, it was at 5, then it went all the way down to 3.5. So maybe not. I don't know. But other than that, just yeah, I'm excited for college football next week. Loaded.
Not this week. Next week.
Not this week. This week, go apple picking. Next week, loaded.
Week, watch football.
Florida State, Clemson. Ohio State, Notre Dame. What else?
Oregon, Colorado. Isn't that next week?
Oregon, Colorado. Yes. Sorry, I don't even have these memorized.
2 top 25. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of big games next week. That's the biggest game of the year.
Ole Miss, Bama is a big one. UCLA, Utah, big Pac-12 game.
So they got some big games next week.
Yeah, there's some big ass games. The whiteout games next week at Penn State. We are culture.
So there's a lot of football to watch.
Yeah, and we're gonna consume every minute of it. Every minute of football.
I need to ask you a question, Stan.
Yes.
And this is a baseball question.
Okay. Wait, before we get to baseball, though, I actually had a question for you. When we're home in December.
Yes.
When we're home in December, should we just do like a straight up 7-hour stream of just like watching football?
On Sunday?
Yeah. When we're like home on break?
Yeah, we could probably work that out. Let's work it out more near December. It's September. Let's work it out in December.
I know, but like I just like to get ahead. Like,
all right, I know you're antsy. I know you're antsy.
Okay,
I know you're antsy.
All right, you know I like to get ahead and look ahead. But yes, go ahead.
No, that's fair. But let me ask you this: I'm wearing a Seattle Mariners shirt. All right.
I noticed.
Where do you think the Texas Rangers are at right now with Max Scherzer being done for the year?
I don't know. Like I truly don't know. I think they're fucked because this was like your last resort because DeGrom goes out on the IL, then Eovaldi gets hurt. He's probably going to be
he just blew up.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh fuck, I have him in my fantasy.
No,
team.
I mean he just he got hurt, but he was.
Oh yeah, he's making his return tonight. So
there you go.
There's that. Then Max goes down, so now you do not have the possibility of having a 1-2 punch of Scherzer and Eovaldi in your postseason rotation. I'm going to answer your question with a question itself. Are we thinking the same thing about the Toronto Blue Jays? Because I believe they've lost like 6 straight. I think.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tight wild card race. So what, did they dropped out, right? The Blue Jays?
Blue Jays have lost 3 straight.
I know.
They've lost 3 straight. They've dropped out of the wild card race
now.
Yes.
Who do you think makes it out of those 3 teams? And I think, honestly, right now, I don't see the Texas Rangers making it. I don't see them making it. I don't like their pitching.
I don't either.
They're too banged up. I think the Blue Jays make it in. And again, the Yankees are 7 games out now.
Do not talk about the Yankees in the same sentence as the play.
I'm just saying.
Because don't. It's disturbing.
All right.
I'm not a fan.
Braves clinch. Braves clinch. Baseball is pretty much coming to an end. So Braves Astros World Series. It's pretty clear cut and dry. I don't know. Money's in the Braves. This is baseball.
Ever? I feel like it's not getting like enough hype. Is this like the greatest team ever?
This team's lineup, and
I feel like
let me just say this:
getting enough attention.
No, let me say this to you. This team's lineup is the 2009-2010 Yankees on steroids. This lineup is stacked. They have like 12 guys who have double-digit home runs, and one of them hit 50 last night. So they are through and through can hit the ball. They can pitch well. They have the man who leads the league in strikeouts. This legitimately might be the best baseball team I've ever watched. Like position-wise, I mean, they have depth at catcher. They have 2 catchers that could be all-stars. Yeah. And they traded one that could have been 2.
But just something in the back of my mind is just like they're not winning the World Series.
Dodgers.
Yes.
Those pesky fucking like, Dodgers. Something tells me Freddie Freeman and the Dodgers. I don't know. All right. We'll talk about it when it gets to it.
Something's telling me about those Dodgers, man. Want to talk some NBA about this? Like, we didn't touch up on like the USA basketball thing. We didn't talk any FIBA World Cup. Well, probably because it was on at like 4:30 in the morning, and we just I
wasn't watching
missed
that.
Everything.
I don't care.
No one was. Yeah. And this whole like new rules with like resting. First off, LeBron's getting the Avengers together. This is like Redeem Team 2.0 for 2024, and that just makes me proud to be an American.
Yeah. Rally the troops.
Rallying the troops. I think he had... What was like the group of people that he had? I know one of them was Draymond Green, which is like actually like kind of funny. But...
KD, Steph Curry, Chris Paul... Everyone's coming to play.
Yeah.
Bring back Banana Boat. Curry, let's get the old team together.
Yeah.
Let's get them going.
Go get Carmelo. Go get Carmelo.
Get Melo. Get Melo and plug him in. Leave him in the corner. Just leave him in the corner.
Bring back Coach K. Coach K was the reason why they were winning.
Please. And LeBron.
They were in shit till
mostly, Coach K.
But mostly Coach K. Greatest coach of all time. Okay, I was trying to reach for my charger and my lamp almost fell because that would have been very awkward. But nonetheless, another NBA news. They are changing the resting rule. So the vote did pass a new policy that a team is unable to rest 2 star players in the same game, meaning that a star is defined by someone who has made an all-star game or has made an all-NBA team within the last 3 years.
Okay. That's fair. I thought it was in general. I was going to be like, so Mike Conley can't sit 2 games in a row, like Derrick Rose.
There was like a list of teams that have 2 or more stars, and I'm kind of like blanking on like
Cavs.
Definitely the Lakers, Cavs, yes. The Celtics were on it. I don't think the Nuggets were on it. No, they weren't on it either.
Oh, Brunson didn't make one?
Yeah, I don't think Brunson made it.
Cavs.
I would assume
Warriors?
Golden State made it.
Suns?
I would assume Golden State. Suns, yes. Milwaukee's Boston. Definitely on there too. Yes, Boston. Oh, here it is.
Toronto.
Celtics, Sixers. Not Toronto. Celtics, Sixers, Warriors, Clippers, Lakers, Suns, Kings, Grizzlies, Bulls, Cavs, Bucks, Hawks, Heat, T-Wolves, Mavs.
Pretty much like any team in the NBA.
Well, yeah, except the Knicks. Basically. And the Nuggets kind of lucked out because Jamal Murray had that ACL tear.
Oh.
If you think about it.
Lucky ACL injury.
Yeah, so there's that. Trying to find also that Brian Dable rumor was turned out to be debunked.
I figured.
The party rumor? Yeah, it turns out it was like a birthday party for his 6-year-old son.
Yeah, clearly. Why would he party before a football game?
Why would people are stupid. Moving on to what I saw. Tim, What did you see?
This was just like very boring few days. I didn't really see anything, to be honest with you.
Wow.
I saw the library. That's about it. I don't know.
You were grinding.
It's been boring.
Academic weapon out here. What I saw is Danilo Cavalcante. For those who don't know,
that is crazy. That is a crazy statement just to start out with. No, but what you just said right there was crazy to begin with. What I saw was Danilo Cavalcante.
Because I didn't see him. Technically, I didn't see him.
Just the phrase itself, the name,
like other Pennsylvania, just like I did not
know
see
what you
him
mean.
like Pennsylvania residents. Yes, but for those who don't know, convicted murderer from Brazil, Danilo Cavalcante, escaped from a prison. Did you see the video of him escaping, Tim?
No, how do you get out?
Oh my! He like spider crawled up onto like. So he was basically like an American Ninja Warrior, where he did like. He like pressed his hands against like both walls and extended them, and then just like started just like jumping with his hands, looking like a fucking American Ninja Warrior. It was fucking insane. So he goes on the loose for like he
earned it.
goes on the loose for 15 days, and yesterday they found him in a Philadelphia Eagles hoodie, which I also found hysterical because that just personifies. Still, you know, I killed my girlfriend in front of his. Yeah, I killed my girlfriend who in front of her children, but you know, go Birds. But there was video. The cops were like taking pictures of him, like the whole like search team like pulled up and just like took a picture with him in handcuffs. It was fucking hilarious. And then at the press conference announcing him being detained, a comedian, I forget what his name was, but he somehow got in and was like, was there any fear that Danilo Cavalcante, a 5-foot man, would team up with another 5-foot man and morph into one
become
person?
I saw this.
Like,
you're right. I
like
saw
the Little
this.
Rascals
in a trench coat. I saw that. Yeah, that's crazy. I would have been crying laughing.
Fucking crying. I would have been fucking crying. So Tim, we have time. 43 minutes. I think we have like 10 minutes to kill. Do you want to do an immaculate grid?
Sure.
Okay. Hang on. I'm getting. Let me pull it up. Which sport do you want to do? Because they have like.
Okay. I haven't done any of them today.
Do you want? I haven't done any in a while. Okay, so we'll do baseball. So the side row is going to be the Texas Rangers, the Baltimore Orioles, and the San Diego Padres. And then the across row is Tampa Bay Rays, a Gold Glover, and a Hall of Famer. So right now, Texas Ranger and Tampa Bay Ray.
I don't know. Ben Zobrist ever played? Well, no.
Do you think? I don't think rarity score is going to matter here. So you can like name like because like I know an obvious one for Rays Padres.
Dude, yeah, I don't care either. I mean, put Blake Snell if you want.
All right, Blake Snell. Or no, I have a good one. Brent Honeywell Jr.
I would have never. Sure, I would have never gotten that.
0.3. Rays
Orioles Hall of. All right, Rays Orioles. We'll go Rays Orioles. No, we'll go Rays Orioles. Go Rays Orioles.
Okay, Rays Orioles. Nelson Cruz.
Yeah, that's a good one. You could have done that for Rays Texas if you want to.
Ah, shit. All right. Rays Texas.
Did No, I don't think he ever did. Sim-Min Chu, he never played for the
Shin-Soo Choo. No, he played for the Rangers. I don't think he played for the Rays.
I don't think he ever played for Tampa. Yeah, I don't think he ever played for Rays. I think of a guy who. I'm trying to think of like a bat. BJ. No, I don't need
Yeah,
old
I'm
guys.
thinking.
All right,
Oh,
move on.
Rangers Rays.
Oh.
Nate Eovaldi. No, Nate Eovaldi.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Yep, Nate Eovaldi. All right. Rangers Gold Glove. I think there's a fairly obvious one.
I don't know. I can't think of one right now. Rangers
Elvis
Gold
Andrus.
Glove. Let me think. Yo,
I
jeez,
think
there
Elvis,
you go.
Elvis Andrus, yeah. No!
Beltray
He
ever
never
win
won a
one?
Gold Glove?
I
Maybe?
never recall him.
I thought Elvis Andrus was a
Beltray
phenomenal
win?
fielder.
Ian
Unless I'm like
Kinsler.
completely making
Ian Kinsler definitely won one.
Ian Kinsler. All right. Yep, Ian Kinsler.
Oh.
No, what the fuck?
All right, well, this immaculate grid shot. I don't know.
Oh my! Unless he like won one with like, was he like on the Padres? Like what the was he? Was he on the fucking Tigers when he won it?
He probably was.
Probably. Damn it! Oh my god, this grid's ruined. Padres Gold Glove. Something tells me that like Omar Vizquel played for the Padres.
Has Manny Machado ever won it on the Padres?
11. Manny Machado. I would assume so, but like, I'm not that sure. If you get what I mean.
I mean, I don't.
Like,
I don't
want to
care.
say
We don't have to risk it.
This grid has just this grid has just gone to shit.
It's already fucked, so it doesn't really even matter.
Yeah. He did win a platinum glove. Oh, we could go Orioles Gold Glove, Manny Machado to play it safe.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, Orioles Gold Glove, Manny Machado.
Could have won Aaron Jones too. Didn't he win one?
Adam Jones.
Adam Jones. Sorry.
Do we want to go Adam Jones?
Nah, I don't care. I mean, just go Manny Machado.
Or stick with Manny? All right,
go
Manny
Manny.
Machado.
Oh, JJ Hardy for all I care.
Yeah. That would have been a good one too. Padres Hall of Famer.
Tony Gwynn. Mr. Padre.
Tony Gwynn. All right, 2 guesses left. Rangers Hall of Famer.
I don't know.
Oh,
None come. No.
Nolan Ryan.
Oh, all right. Well.
All right. Last
stupid.
guess. Orioles Hall of Famer. There's
Cal
Brooks
Ripken
Robinson.
Jr.
All right, I was gonna. All right, Brooks Robinson.
That was a horrible
All
immaculate
right.
grid.
That was a horrible. Do we want to redeem ourselves with hockey?
No, not after that.
Basketball. Knicks
I mean,
and Nets on here.
We could, but I don't think we're gonna do very well.
All right, let's just try it, and if it goes to shit, we'll leave it. We'll leave it alone. Okay. All right. Nets Bucks.
Brooke Lopez.
Brooke Lopez. All right. Good start. 76%. We're not going for rarity score. Nets Knicks. Jason Kidd.
Yep.
Nets All NBA.
Vince Carter.
No, he never won it. He never won a fucking All NBA for the Nets.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my god! All right, I'll go Matt. I'll pick the cool ones for the Knicks. Nerlens Noel for Mavs Knicks, and Knicks Rockets. I'm going to go with Isaiah Hartenstein. Cool. I'm so
Fuck
done
that.
with that bullshit.
Whatever.
Vince Carter.
That's
never
gonna
won
wrap it
All
up.
NBA with the Nets. Whatever.
All right. That's going to wrap it up. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, X, and TikTok. Be sure to subscribe to this video. Subscribe and like this. Subscribe to this video. I'm a fucking idiot. Subscribe to our YouTube. Like this video on YouTube. Leave a comment. It helps us out a lot. Be sure to follow us and rate us on Spotify.
5 stars.
5 stars only. And we will see you guys on Tuesday. Hopefully Tim's file works. Because that was...
I hope this Wi-Fi is better.
I'm not going to lie to him. I was panicking.
I just hope this Wi-Fi is better. We'll hope it gets better. I hope my Wi-Fi is better.
Okay. I know. All right. See you Tuesday, guys. All right. Peace out.